What's good, everyone? It's JC Lakey. This is part 3 of my series on this game. Last time I don't need to tell you what happened last time, actually. Find out for yourself. So I think I'm most of the way through the game right now. I think I only have a couple of innings left to go. For starters, I'm just gonna skip past this because I've already gone through all that. I'm going to take it again.
You take the blade.
Go in the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light. And
oh wait, skip that. Skip all that. Hi, just checking in on you. Or just good. I'm just gonna walk down.
You're still listening to reason.
That's the first time I've done that.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Still am. I still am. Yeah, you caught me.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife.
Don't have much
and
of a
maybe
choice.
the two of us can talk
Actually,
things out.
it is a choice because I did exactly that in my last run, so.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
We should, but
Don't you dare.
am I going to?
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
I've already done that. Drop it or tighten your grip. Drop it, tighten your grip. Drop it, tighten your grip. I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Maybe so.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
That's better. Maybe my headset was just a bit loud.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
There is reasoning
Just
with
make
her,
sure
though,
you don't
because we
forget about
just
the blade
did
on the
that.
floor. You're going to need.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Is that a relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
How would I get you out of here? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How would I get you out of
You
here?
can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
You'd be right.
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Yes, actually, I do. Just don't ask me why. No.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
Yeah, but I'm the one with the sword, so it kind of does mean I have the right to interrogate you. My only option.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know
No.
why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
You have to be kidding me.
I'm such a great guy.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
The best part is that
Don't
Joker
look for
has
it.
to
Maybe
read
you should go looking
the
for it.
script every
sure
time I
it's
make a
somewhere
decision that
upstairs.
he doesn't want me to make.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
He searched under the floorboards. There's Nikki, any ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost
Okay.
complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Heard that one before.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Yeah?
Is someone else here?
I'm not gonna bang on my desk again. I have learned my lesson. I'm just gonna try the door. Okay.
It's locked from the outside. You're here.
Naturally. Alright, I'll get back down.
You make your way back to
Bad
the bottom
news,
of the
we're
stairs.
trapped.
This would have been so much easier for everyone.
Skip, I've already heard that.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep, sure did.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save, slay, save, slay, save!
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Tends to
The
happen.
blade is sharp, and you make quick work of
I
it.
just right click. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The
Yeah.
stakes are too high. You
Let me
can't
guess
just let
I'm
her
about to
escape
die
into the
again.
world. No. As the
Skip.
princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises
No.
the blade.
I'll tell you, this is good for recording, but it's gonna be really unfortunate when I end up getting kidney stones.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, this is the only option I have. Oh, that's kind of weird. I can't even select the other options.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Never seen something like that
Your
before.
body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
My eyes.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid
Why is the blood
hands.
gone off the knife?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh,
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Alright, we're going somewhere.
You're on a path.
Path in the
You're
woods.
here.
Yep. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on
You
earth are
bastard.
you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
The skeptic.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Already done that. Go to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink. Wink. I'm winking right now. Very discreet wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat
This is the mirror
and
again.
more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror first,
Walk up to the
naturally.
wall next to the basement door.
It's a wall. Yes,
Isn't
yes,
much
I'm
to
used
see
to this, I already know it.
What are
I'm
you
gonna just
talking
skip
about?
that. Wipe the mirror clean,
You
it's
reach
gone.
forward and
No
rub
surprise
your hand
there.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Very ridiculous. I am such a whimsical man.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our
It
eyes
is pretty
peeled.
important, I've
Maybe
learned,
it'll be
I
back.
think. Take the blade or enter the... Oh, this is kind of a tough one. I'm gonna take the blade again.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yep.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
This stupid College Board robot won't stop texting me, and it's super annoying. I don't know, is that in frame? There we go. Maybe that was in frame. It's so annoying. I really
Her
wish it would
voice,
stop.
harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Already graduated, man. Leave me
It's not a
alone.
visitor, I hear. Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does
Rightio.
she
I don't have a
remember us?
choice. I will have to go downstairs.
You walk down the stairs
Hi.
and lock eyes with the
It's
princess.
a lot of chains.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
I think that's the one we should be least worried about.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Exactly.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Well, let's not jump to any conclusions about how useful it is, because you never know. It could be a leg, foot chain, penis chain. You never know.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Good idea. Leave the wait. You can just leave? Alright. Sit with her. Yeah, why not?
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close,
Hi.
holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine.
Oh, she was stopping
I'd
me.
prefer
Oh.
we keep some distance until we've sorted
But it was
this
a
out.
friendly wave.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon.
Fair enough.
Might as well put her at ease.
Why does that chain look like it's unlocked? Sit where you're told to sit, sit closer. I'll just sit where I'm
You
told.
do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Yeah, good enough.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Let me demonstrate. So here was the game plan. I was gonna take something like this, open that, I just hit my hand with it, and then I was just gonna go like that a good few times, and I think that would solve our issue, right? Ah, nonsense. No, of course I'm gonna be setting my intentions. What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife.
I
What are you
just
going to
threw
do
it, but
with it?
yes, I do have a
Why
knife.
are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
No keyhole in the shackles. That's a bit strange.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I
More or
don't think
less,
that's
but
in either of our
you know,
best interests.
there's always other options, I guess. Been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
You've established that before, but might as well just throw it in again.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency plan, huh?
what?
Like Batman.
For you failing. Obviously.
Nothing like Batman, actually. I don't know why I said that.
Means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If
Thanks.
you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I already knew it, and I didn't change my actions at all.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Oh, that's kind of bleak. Anyway,
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever
Ignorance
helpful
is
to be in
bliss.
the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information.
I already have perfect
For the sake of the
information,
entire
so
world, you need
that
to accept
doesn't
that.
work here.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
I can squeeze a word or
Give it a
two out of
rest. This
you.
isn't helping.
Oh, I just skipped on
Focus.
accident.
This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Oh, she's been just watching me stare at the wall the entire time. That's pretty awkward. What happened after I died?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
As you do.
And now you're back.
As I have done before.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
How am I supposed to cut you out?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
I don't really want to do that, actually. I'm
But
gonna just...
she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be
Ixnay.
suggesting
Not
that.
this kind of... I'm not... This isn't cut your throat. I'm saying... No, I'm not doing that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Here's a little on the way, huh?
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
I don't
So,
think she's doing
what
this
should we
for
do?
us. Yeah, no.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world.
Escape how? Cut off her
And
neck?
she
That
might
doesn't make
use it
sense.
to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Yeah.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I think the latter, yep. Other chain on the wall, who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I'm definitely gonna end up doing that, yes.
Maybe it'll fit.
Don't make that face, but I want to try that
I
now.
don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
I'm gonna lock myself in chains. Leave her in the basement. Bye. Well, I'm gonna do the funny one, and I'm gonna inspect the
wouldn't do
shackle.
that if I were you.
I'm gonna do that.
Why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Maybe, you don't know.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. No way that would happen, right? Right? Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you
Faux
inspect it,
disinterest.
though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
I love how it's an option to just go over and check out the shackle.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Sounds kind of bad.
Yes, it's bad.
That might mean it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the
Oh.
shackle, its heft
That's
shifts
new.
within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Naturally, it
And,
would. It
as
would
if
do
your
that.
situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which
Oh,
is
so I
flung
did
from
have
your
the
hand
sword.
and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
I didn't know I still had it. Well, I knew I still had it, but I thought I dropped it.
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Apparently so. We're just chilling.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we?
Don't give me that
That's
side
funny.
eye. Just turn and face me.
What are we supposed to do now?
Wait.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Maybe another version of me
That's
will
horrible.
hop in here.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
That is true.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Important how? So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know that this was going to happen to me? No, okay. Yeah, not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Evidently not.
That's rude.
Yeah, a bit. I
You
guess
and the
I have to wait in
princess wait
silence.
In silence, though neither
We
of you
are
knows
stuck
what you're
here
waiting for.
forever.
But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
It's gonna get a whole lot more
There
boring
must
for
be
the next
something we can do to get out of here.
however
There must
long it
be
takes me to
something
die of
we're
thirst.
missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
But she isn't out, so the world didn't end. And we found out with the other innings I've gotten that the world doesn't end when she escapes, so this man right here is a liar.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Lies.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
This man's
But your
spewing
line of questioning
bullshit
is
right now.
interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
As it does.
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same.
No.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same.
Exactly,
Even if the
big brain.
differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose
Waiting.
you're correct.
Oh, the
Things are changing.
stone is getting
The
darker.
differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there.
Yeah.
But then they get larger. And larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
We've been sitting here for God knows how long. Say something, please.
Still rude.
It hasn't changed a bit.
You continue
Can
to
see
wait in
roots.
silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died
Yeah.
by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Should have died ages ago.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even
Dirt.
more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Where'd the sword go? It was like right there. Is it covered in dirt now?
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
Look, you're free. You're out. Aren't you
And
so excited?
I think he's gone.
Yeah, he faded out right there.
Would you look at that? We made it
And
out
I
of the cabin.
I see the
And
feathered
nothing bad had to happen to either of
thing,
us.
the long quiet coming
So
in.
this is the outside world. It's cold.
It's nighttime. It can get a bit chilly. And there you go. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, loser. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. Who's the one making small talk now? It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah, she was a bit of a dick. I don't want to find her. You've been here
But it
before and you
feels
always
so
get
bad,
scared.
like
We've
looking
been
into
through
it
this.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
You're not the voice of the fearful. You weren't allowed to feel that. It's going to
Okay.
be okay.
If you say so. We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
Approach. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me. I look really skinny. You've unraveled. I can see bone, I guess. The rest of me still looks pretty much the same. I still look like Mothman. As a bird. I am in the long quiet once again. Greetings.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Hmm.
Do you know
does
what
that
we'll
mean?
find out there?
I have no idea. What are you talking about? Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full
Every
of passion.
single one of them has been
But all
short and
of those
violent,
flickers
except the
end
damsel.
Where the long quiet begins.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No, why would I know? There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us.
Kendrick Lamar reference.
They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
That is true. You have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical.
Very.
She has protected herself when
Hate
others
small talk.
could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
I guess. Oh, jeez. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Yes. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. Don't know what I'm gonna do when I find him. We could have answers. I'm gonna kill him. You're gonna keep that to yourself. I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Perhaps I am. How many more vessels?
1.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Rightio. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Maybe
I will
so.
be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. Awesome. Chapter 1, once
Risk.
haven't decided
How
yet.
about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Maybe.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and
She's
talk
squinting
things
at me pretty hard though. Drop it, tighten your grip. Tighten grip.
out. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your
Skip. Are you sure she's not armed? Can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Dang, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should drop the blade, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. That's the whole point of the game. Yes, maybe I should do that. I'm not dropping the
Then
blade.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay. Then I'll... I'll drop it now.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an
Is this gonna be the same ending, actually? Maybe I shouldn't do that.
judgment. You step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Yep.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget
Can I
about the
skip
blade on
this?
the floor.
Okay, yeah.
You're going to need it.
I've already been
Oh,
through those other
Have
options.
you decided what to do with me?
Yeah,
You know why you're here.
I do know why I'm here. Slay you or keep you locked away. Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately,
I think that I've
clouds
already
your
gotten this
thoughts as you
ending.
attempt to run her through.
Yeah. Oh, give up, finish the job, flee and lock. Oh. I can only flee. I can't help but feel like I messed this up in some way.
Are you serious?
I can't choose anything else. What do you want from me, dog?
It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out.
Yeah.
Fine. You make a mad
Run
dash to
away.
the basement stairs. The princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Bozo.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
Yeah.
She steps
Oh, my.
towards you, ignoring her chains.
Don't tell me you're about to rip that off the wall. Oh, she just
Creak
did.
and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break.
Why didn't you do that
The
before?
links clatter to the floor. Useless.
Mm-hmm.
She's free. Hurry.
No, I have to stand my ground right here. You think I'm scared of you? I've got a knife. What do you have? Those two incredibly strong fists? I thought so.
You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the
This is
basement
tense.
doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off.
No, that's
Your
not
eyelids
ideal.
heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Don't like the sounds of that.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let
What
me-
happened to you? Why do you sound different?
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Maybe, maybe not.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently
I think I messed up a little bit.
to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't
No.
forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Maybe we could talk
You
things
don't
out.
know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Lure her and go to sleep. That sounds like a really bad idea. I don't want to do that. Threaten me all you want.
Aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
Why don't I just try to leave? Why don't I do that?
You put the princess's threats out of
No,
your mind as
don't go
best
to
you
sleep,
can
man.
and huddle up against the wall.
That's a terrible idea.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to
Idiot.
silence in the cabin.
Why would you fall
The
asleep?
ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
I can't help but notice that the door opens in the direction of the basement.
Where is she?
Right behind you. Oh my god.
Get out of that awful basement.
You're welcome.
You try and stumble to your feet.
I don't like
but as
that.
the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Oh, that's
It
great.
isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
That's awesome. I need to pee real quick. I'll be right back. Not because of this. It's because of this, alright? Get it right. I've also drank probably 30 liters of water today, so. I want to preface by saying I'm not wearing all black because I'm an emo. I'm wearing all black because I don't know where my other colored sweatpants have gone. They are missing, and I only have black sweatpants now.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
You have a beautiful smile. Anyone ever tell you that?
helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
What are you suggesting? Are you gonna rip me apart or, you know? Oh!
She steps closer.
Why did that scare
One
me?
silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe
That's
I
such a
can't
nice
take my
face.
time.
Maybe I should make that my thumbnail.
you don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Why is your head shaped like a pear? Anyway.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I already did help you get out of here.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
But it's not the end,
can't
because the end
This
is
can't
never
actually
the
be how
end.
Everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark,
Yeah.
and you die.
The nightmare. Oh, isn't that awesome? I'm really glad I'm playing this at
You're on a
1:40
path
in the
woods,
afternoon
and at the
and
end
not
of that path
at 9
is a
p.m.
cabin.
What happens when I try to
You
leave?
have already committed to my completion.
Oh,
You cannot go further astray.
Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to do that. Cabin!
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
I didn't decide to lock her away. I was trying to collect my thoughts and maybe get the drop on her before she'd get out of the basement, but my tired ass decided to fall asleep instead, and then that happened. So, not my choice, not my decision.
Trust.
Didn't want to do that.
anyone. The interior of the cabin is
Oh, that's
plain.
lovely.
The smooth wood of the walls almost
Hello.
featureless. The
Who
only
are these
furniture
guys?
of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A
Is that
pristine
Grimace?
blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't like how ominous that open doorway is. I can't
Hold
lie.
on. What happened to the door?
Gone.
It's just an empty frame.
No door. There's the mirror, though.
She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us.
Yeah, she's probably just right there for all we know.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in.
I'm just waiting
deep
for something to
breath
appear
out.
right there and jump scare
Your
me
task
again.
awaits, and only you can do it.
I'm gonna go to the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall.
It is
There isn't much to see
most
here.
certainly gonna be a wall in a second here.
What are you talking about?
Grime, yeah, wipe it clean,
Reach
and it's
forward
gone.
and rub your hand
I'm not
against the
surprised
cabin wall.
anymore, it just
I hope you know
happens.
how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
I'm just gonna
Should've
walk
taken the
in.
knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper.
I don't know if I'll be able to kill her. I'm not convinced I will be. I'm just gonna...
You cross over the threshold
Eyes.
onto a series of isolated steps.
All
suspended
of
in
these are
darkness.
eyes.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static,
Goodness.
as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh.
I'm not convinced this is a
If
place
the
for a
princess lives
creature of
here,
flesh.
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
For a creature of flesh.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Cruel and playful.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Great. I can't wait for this one.
Come back. She must have you confused with someone else.
Nope.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Gonna talk to her. Don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. With what? I didn't bring the knife. My bare hands. Last time I tried to use my bare hands, I got the shit beat out of me and died. I'm gonna jump to my death.
You attempt
I
to
can't
step off
jump
the
to my
stairs and
death.
into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I thought I'd get an easy out, but apparently that's not in the cards. I was curious. I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. That's
How
pretty
would
accurate.
falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
Better than going down and facing whatever's waiting down there for me. And then it sends me down there.
Make your way to the
Okay.
bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find
This
yourself
looks a
between
lot
two
like the
loose
basement I'm
rows
used
of
to.
white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
How did we get here?
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm
Of
not.
all the eyes,
Somebody
really,
needs to be the voice of reason,
really
and
adds-
it certainly isn't you.
really brightens up the room.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
It's his job.
I'm going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
We don't have a choice in that matter.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It
Oh,
doesn't
really?
really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Comforting. Go left, go right, do nothing, go back. I'm gonna stand
Decide
my
it's
ground.
best to do nothing.
Yes, I do.
There you
Oh my gosh.
are.
Why do you look like
told
that?
you I was going to find you.
Because I didn't move.
As the princess approaches,
Hello.
your legs suddenly go numb.
Nice
Your
porcelain
arms
mask.
quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Probably.
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
I was hoping we could talk it out over a coffee or something.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Why are you freaking out?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Once?
You'll hear that sound as your
Oh.
blood begins to coagulate. It's as if
I
every
say
part
"oh"
of
an
your
awful
being
lot. I
is
should
coming to
find
a
something else to
lurching
say.
halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. Your
Hi.
lungs
Oh,
pull in a
I'm
desperate
back.
gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
I'm back and I'm ready to throw some hands.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more.
I'm dead
Your
again.
body reapproaches death.
Whoa, my audio's freaking out.
Okay, whatever you were doing.
Okay, there we go, it's
please
back.
just
It was
start
only
doing
playing in my
it
left
again.
ear whenever I threw my hands up.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs,
Hold
liver,
on, what time is it? Jeez, I just realized I need to work out
lungs,
in a bit. Not need to, I'm going to work out in
heart, lungs,
3 hours.
liver,
So I should probably stop drinking this because I take pre-workout for some nice energy beforehand.
liver.
I'd hate to overdose on caffeine, that would be really unfortunate.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
That away from me.
Liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
I don't have an option.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
she isn't attacking us. Heart. Why?
She's scared.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon.
Should I have grabbed the
way out
weapon?
of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. Doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Nerves, heart.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If we work together... Sorry. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even. I'm not doing all that.
Heart, lungs, liver,
Let's get out of here. Oh, you can leave together? Or run.
nerves,
Wow, it's a lot of options. I'll do the explore options first.
nerves.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Aw, she has a crush on me.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward,
Hi.
bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Don't do that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She slowly
I didn't mean to
runs
do
her
that.
velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs,
Hi.
One moment, and then you're gone.
nerves,
Just
lungs,
like
liver,
that.
nerves, heart,
Ah,
lungs, liver,
and there's the fear.
lungs, liver,
Do I look scared?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Do I? Okay.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
What happened after you killed me?
While you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door.
Uh-huh.
And then I was here.
Bozo.
Now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Why didn't you try to be nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
I think that's kind of the baseline. I feel like maybe you could try a little harder to be nice. I don't know.
You died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
I can't just let you leave. What if I let you out? What happens?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
I believe it. Yeah, can you stop shutting down my
I am
organs?
what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Maybe just stay a little farther away from me. We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We could be friends even.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Right? I'm not gonna say that. I feel like that's a bad idea. I feel like all these are a bad idea to say. Do your worst, or we can leave, or I'll say I'll let you leave, or I can run. I want to save. I want to see what happens with these. This one isn't going to go anywhere. I feel like that's just going to end the game. Well, all these are going to end the game, but you know. I don't think I'll be able to run. Maybe? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, hold on. Let's see what happens.
Come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit.
You really screwed this up, didn't you?
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
with a flick
So-
of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
I've already done it like 20 times. I don't think it matters anymore, dog.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
I really
The
don't.
princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
Shit. I should have taken that knife.
We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out.
I can. Nice
Not
thinking.
wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right.
Heart, lungs, liver,
Nerves. Heart.
lungs.
Step onto the stairs and follow the
Step onto
princess.
the basement stairs.
Stop eyeing
following
me.
the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it?
I'm gonna
At least
stab her on
it's
the
a
way
choice.
out.
That doesn't justify
Probably.
anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
Nothing happens if I fall. Oh,
As
fall
if acting on
backwards, yeah.
instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there.
Yeah?
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head
Oh.
twists back in your direction,
Ew.
watching you with dead eyes as
The
the
blade.
way creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet. There's no harm in us having a weapon.
What happened?
Give us more options and...
Oh, I died. No, keep going. Keep talking.
Right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart. Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No. You're doing it all wrong.
Am I just gonna die here?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
Seemingly so.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
There we go. Back with me where you belong.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Break yourself just to spite me.
That would have been funny.
For you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this.
No, I was gonna use that.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back.
I was really banking on that option. I'm quite disappointed now.
I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
What if I strangle her? Can I do that? Is that an option? Step into the world. It's
twists
okay.
in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard!
I didn't mean to.
You've actually done it. You've actually done every lever.
And he's fading away again.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold too.
Ha, see a chump.
Against my skin.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Later. Later, loser. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Yes, yes.
There's that mirror again.
Yep, the mirror again. You've been here before and you always get scared.
It's calling us.
It's gonna be okay.
Trust you?
Yes. You approach the mirror. Oh wait, this is the ending, isn't it? Shoot. I was gonna make it its own episode. So I'm just gonna sign off right here. I'll finish the game next episode. So, thanks for watching. See ya.